China is at full capacity for war, military analysts have said, as the US is warned not to stand against its population of 1.4 billion people. The remarks followed US President Joe Biden's vow to protect Taiwan should China invade. When asked whether the US would defend Taiwan in the event of a conflict, President Biden told a CNN reporter, "Yes. The US has a commitment to do that." Chinese experts have digested the remarks made by Mr. Biden, and claim they should not be seen as a slip of the tongue or an accident. Questioning how the US would step in to protect the island, over which China claims sovereignty, Xiang, a research fellow at the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences in Beijing, spoke to Global Times, a publication controlled by China's Communist Party. Liu said, "So far, not a single US government official has spelt what defending Taiwan means if done by the US. Does it mean sending US troops to confront the PLA? No one has ever explained in detail." On a military scale, both the US and China enjoy very similar advantages in technology, yet the sheer size of the Chinese People's Liberation Army, as well as the strategic geographic position of China, compared to the US when it comes to Taiwan, may set the two apart. Seeking to dismiss the military might of the US, the Global Times analysis said, the US had advantages, and its strategic ambiguity was out of its diplomatic need toward China. But now, the PLA has an overwhelming advantage over the military on Taiwan Island, with full capacity to cause unbearable results to US troops if they dare defend the island. Attacking President Biden, the editorial analysis went on, Biden does not have the political authority to announce that the US military will defend Taiwan when a war breaks out, nor does he have the confidence to have a strategic collision with the Chinese mainland in the Taiwan Straits to support Taiwan secessionists. Taking the warning further, the piece added, Americans bear the risk of a bottomless war for Taiwan Island. So, even if he dared make a slip of the tongue, he would not dare really think so from the bottom of his heart. Yet as diplomatic and threatening rhetoric flows from either side, there also remains a harsh yet significant reality as to whether the US can actually come to the assistance of the Taiwan government. A White House spokesperson said the president will not announce any change in US policy, as its stance remains robust. The spokesperson said, the US defense relationship with Taiwan is guided by the Taiwan Relations Act. We will uphold our commitment under the Act, we will continue to support Taiwan's self-defense, and we will continue to oppose any unilateral changes to the status quo. Mr. Biden also said on Thursday, I don't want a Cold War with China. I just want China to understand that we're not going to step back, that we're not going to change any of our views. With global security now focusing heavily on the Indo-Pacific region, and in particular, the South China Sea, the rules of engagement in such an area are worlds apart from the deserts and mountains of the Middle East. With the US, UK, and Australia agreeing to the so-called AUKUS deal that will see nuclear submarines built to counter Chinese threats in the region, the notion of a full-on arms race has already sprouted its seeds in the region, with other major actors already off the blocks. China, South, and North Korea have all tested their latest weaponry in a show of force. Other regional actors have expressed concerns that a buildup of military power in the region would destabilize peace in the area, sparking a new Cold War. The mutual bullying of a number of countries in the Asia-Pacific has made the South China Sea heat up again this year. China and the United States are said to have carried out provocations through their military maneuvers. US allied countries such as Britain to Germany also began to place their warships in the Asia-Pacific, including in the South China Sea. South China Sea itself is waters that are rich in natural resources and fish. The value of commodities transported through these waters is said to be in the trillions of dollars. At the UN Security Council session last month, China claimed the entire waters of the South China Sea as its sovereign territory on historical grounds. China's claims overlap with the interests of Vietnam and other ASEAN countries based on the exclusive economic zone rules. To protect this region, President Xi Jinping continues to build military facilities, artificial islands, and station warships in the territorial waters. On the one hand, Vietnam claims a maritime area in the South China Sea known as the East Sea in Vietnam. Tensions between the two countries have made Vietnam the most vocal opponent of Beijing's claims to the territory. Not only that, Vietnam's closeness to the US is seen as an effort to improve diplomatic relations as well as a step that makes Beijing furious. As of January to September, the US and its allies have been showing off their main defense system tools to provoke China or vice versa.